You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network, Spartan Athletics on the Internet.
Webb Catholic, it's about as big as it gets, guys. Doesn't get much better than this when you have this bitter rivalry renewed once again. And folks, quite a game we're going to have on tap for us tonight. Mine Patel alongside Will Lauber here, as we are about 5 minutes away from tip-off in the Lee Athletic Center as the Webb School Spartans host the Knoxville Catholic High School Fighting Irish. This broadcast is sponsored by Do It Fast of Knoxville for all your stapling, fastening, and nailing needs. The Shrimp Dock of Knoxville is sponsored by the Dangles. And Boomer, we are glad you're watching and hoping you're having fun up there at Syracuse. Glad to have you watching tonight. And also with locations in Bearden and Farragut, yummy for the tummy. Will, what a game we have. You know, last time Webb lost by 6. What do they do tonight to win?
Well, they need to play defense. They need to control Catholic's big senior Cox, and they need to shut him down and not allow him many points. And on offense, they just need to score. Get the ball to Burden and score.
Yeah, definitely. Chris Cox scored 29 points last game against the Spartans, and that pretty much was Catholic's offense as Webb only lost by 6. Tonight, how do they shut down Chris Cox down low?
Well, I say play a nice man defense, keep it strong, make sure nobody gets past them, and keep the ball away from the goal.
The student sections are here. Catholic coming with a purple out, and the Spartans coming with a white out. It'll be quite a game. And, you know, Burden Sampson, Brandon Neighbors honor before the game. How have these seniors led this team throughout the year?
Oh, man, they've done such a great job providing on the court and off the court leadership. They've just done a great job being leaders for this team.
Definitely. And sophomore Troy Whiteside out with an eye injury tonight. He's got a Band-Aid over that eye, and he will not be playing tonight. How does Webb adjust with that hole with Troy Whiteside not in the lineup tonight?
Well, with a great player like Troy, I say other players, other underclassmen, they'll have to step up to try and fill his shoes. Definitely
a big game, and how much of a difference does it make playing on your home floor?
I'd say it's a huge advantage, especially at the high school level. You know, you go to an opposing team's gym, you're out of your groove. Here it's Webb, and hopefully they can perform great.
Definitely, as both teams are wrapping up warm-ups, folks. It'll be quite a game. It'll be quite a game we have on hand for us tonight. Webb Catholic, it's about as big as high school basketball gets. We're going to head on up to the booth to bring you the first half of this game. Mine Patel, Will Lauber, you're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. And now for the starting lineups. At forward, number 22, Jordan Anderson for the Fighting Irish.
At guard number 20, Connor Ostrowski.
At guard number 20, Connor Ostrowski.
At center number 44, Chris Cox.
At center, number 44, Chris Cox.
24, Joey Cook.
At corner, number 24, Joey Cook. And at guard number 3, Ryan Henry.
And now for your Webb Spartans.
And now for the Spartans.
At guard number 2, Brandon Neighbors.
At guard number 2, Brandon Neighbors.
At guard number 3, Justin Jenkins.
At guard number 3, Justin Jenkins.
At guard number 4, Kevin Gormley.
At guard number 4, Kevin Gormley.
At guard number 5, Austin Cox.
At guard number 5, Austin Cox.
And at guard number 13, Burton Sampson.
And at guard number 13, Burton Sampson. As the team's getting ready at half court, shaking hands. It'll be Chris Cox on Burton Sampson for the tip. Sampson wins it, but it goes to Ostrowski. Now Henry has it for the Irish. Henry right side, Ostrowski. Jordan Anderson left side. Now Joey Cook kept. Ostrowski looking for Cox down the lane. Henry left wing. Drives in the paint. Kicks it out. Now Anderson. Jordan Anderson has it. Gets it to Henry. Henry left side. Kicks it out to Cook. Joey Cook. Three-pointer's no good. And that's going to be, we're going to have a foul on the rebound attempt.
And one key element to this game, guys, is Webb's typical starting point guard, Troy Whiteside, is out with an injury. So I have to see how that affects the Spartans.
Austin Cox brings it down the floor for the Spartans. Kicks it to Neighbors on the right wing. Neighbors to Sampson in the corner. Down low inside to Jenkins. Jenkins skips it across to Cox on the left wing. Back to Jenkins, now to Sampson, top of the key. Sampson drives in, miscommunication. As Austin Cox says, it's my fault. Out of bounds goes to pass. Irish basketball. Webb coming with the full court press. Anderson to inbound. Gets it into Chris Cox. Now Ryan Henry has it. Full court guarded by Kevin Gormley. Gets it down low to Chris Cox. He dumps it off to Jordan Anderson. Anderson out to Ostrowski for 3, no good. Rebounded by Brandon Neighbors. Neighbors has it, kicks it to Burton Sampson for 3, nailed
Big
it!
shot by Burton Sampson, the senior. Great way to begin for Sampson on senior night.
That really puts the momentum in Webb's favor for the rest of the game.
Ostrowski has it in the backcourt. Catholic needs to get it across. Ostrowski gets it across. Now Anderson in the corner, drives, gets it up, gets it to fall. Jordan Anderson, 2 points. Austin Cox bringing it up the floor. Kicks it to Neighbors on the wing, back to Cox. Jenkins. Justin Jenkins drives in and is fouled. Foul's going to be on number 3, Ryan Henry. His first, team second. Burton Sampson down low, has it up, no good. Spartans lead 3-2, 2 minutes into the game. Chris Cox has it. 3-point line on the left side. Now Ryan Henry falls but gets it out to Cook, who gets it to Cox. Henry on the left side. Goes left side, gives it to Cook. Cook goes down the lane, up, no good. Rebounded by Neighbors. Brandon Neighbors bringing it down, gets it to Austin Cox. Austin Cox down low to Sampson, back out to Cox. Jenkins for behind the 3-point line, gets it to Cox for 3, good!
Big shot by Cox. Webb 2 for 2, shooting the 3 ball so far. It's a good sign.
This is a great way to start out the game for Webb. It's 2 big 3-point shots.
Chris Cox bringing it down the floor. There's Ryan Henry. As Chris Cox has it, goes down low. Shot's no good. Battle around. Kevin Gormley finally ends up with it. Gets it to Austin Cox. Brandon Neighbors back out to Austin Cox. Fakes the 3 inside to Burton Sampson, who goes up. Swatted away by big Chris Cox of the Irish. Ryan Henry has it. Gets it to Anderson, top of the key. Henry, long 3, pulls the trigger short. Neighbors tips it out, but it's retrieved by Ostrowski. Anderson on the left side to Chris Cox. Hands it off to Joey Cook. Anderson to Henry. Henry gets it stuck in traffic, hands it off to Cox, And he is going to get trapped on the baseline, gets it to Jordan Anderson, who puts up a long floater, and it's good. 6-4, Webb leads. 3.5 left in the first quarter. Burton Sampson for 3.
Webb killing it right now from beyond the arc.
Burton Sampson is playing great on senior night.
Jordan Anderson gets it to Ostrowski. Now to Cook to Chris Cox. Right side of the lane, up and in. Very athletic for a big man.
That was a strong move by Cox.
As Justin Jenkins to inbound it under his own basket, gets it to Brandon Neighbors. Now Cox has it. There's Neighbor. Cox has it. Gets it to Jenkins. Jenkins thought about the shot, gets it to Neighbors. Neighbors pulls out to Willoughby. Now to Jenkins for 3. Nailed it!
Another one for the Spartans. 4 for 4 from beyond the arc.
That's an incredible shooting percentage for 3s.
Joey Cook gets to Jordan Anderson. Anderson, Ostrowski now to Henry. Henry drives in, gets it to Ostrowski for a long 2, nails it. Connor Ostrowski. Austin Cox gets it to Brandon Neighbors. Back to Cox. Now Neighbors has it. Down low, Willoughby gets trapped and is going to get maybe a turnover. As Coach North yells, come on, Liam, score. Wanting him to take it to the basket. Chris Cox has it. It's to Henry. Henry guarded by Dean Mignard. Inside to Chris Cox, and Liam Willoughby is going to get called for the foul as Chris Cox has a good couple of inches on Willoughby. Anderson will inbound under his own basket. Gets it into Ostrowski. Down low to Anderson, puts it up and in. 6 points for Jordan Anderson. 12-10. Webb leads with 1:45 left in the first quarter. Burton Sampson pump fakes 3-pointer and gets it taken away from Connor Ostrowski. Gets it to Henry. Henry gets it out to Cook to Ostrowski. Long 3. No good. Rebounded by Austin Cox. Cox takes it to the hoop, and we're going to foul on Catholic. That's number 20, Connor Ostrowski. As Brandon Neighbors checks back in for Liam Willoughby. Jenkins to inbound, gets it into Mignard. Austin Cox has it. Neighbors left side, trying to work it around, hopefully getting a high percentage shot. As Coach Norris said during the girls' game, that they want to get it down low once a possession. Cox gets it to Neighbors. Neighbors to Sampson. Sampson loses the handle. Now Henry has it.
Mignard was lucky to not get called for the foul on that play.
Jordan Anderson now. Chris Cox in the corner. Pump fake. Kicks it out to Joey Cook for three. No good. Rebound Sampson. Burton Sampson has it. Pushes it. Gets it to Austin Cox. Cox on the right side. To the hoop. No good. Rebounded by Chris Cox. Cox gives it to Henry.
Looks like Catholic's trying to run the clock down and get a last shot here.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Webb leads 12-10.
But there's still plenty of basketball to be played. So I don't see why they're, if I was them, I'd try and get the score.
As they go to work here. 5 seconds. 3. Got to get a shot off. 1. Ostrowski puts it up. No good. At the end of 1, Webb leads it 12-10. And folks, as you see the dance team right now, what an atmosphere the student section has put on, guys.
Student section has done a great job tonight, man. They've really showed up and they're really getting into the game.
The crowd's really into it. And one of the big reasons why is because Webb is hitting their three-pointers 4 for 4 in the first quarter, and that's all their points right now. So there's 12 from the three-pointers. 2 of them by Sampson, also 1 by Cox and 1 by Jenkins.
Yeah, if Webb can keep up this intensity, they'll be unstoppable.
As Webb leads by 2, they lead 12-10. Jordan Anderson scoring some points for the Fighting Irish. Chris Cox not as big of a presence yet as he was last time down the road at Catholic. For the Spartans on the floor, it's Sampson, Cox, Neighbors, Jenkins, and Gorman. On the floor for the Irish, Cook, Henry, Anderson, Cox, and number 14, Lane Harrison has checked in. Austin Cox has it. Gets it to Justin Jenkins. Jenkins to Cox. Neighbors on the right side to Cox. Gormley left side. Down low inside to Sampson. Swatted away as Kevin Gormley gets it back by getting the steal for intercepting Ryan Henry's pass. Gormley will take it to the hoop. No good.
Gormley landed hard on the play. No foul called, though.
Ryan Henry has it. Now Chris Cox. Shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Jenkins. Justin Jenkins has it. Gets it down to Gormley. His layup is no good. And it'll be Webb basketball. Goes out of bounds. Webb gets it. Justin Jenkins inbound underneath his own basket. Gets it into Cox. Cox puts it in. 14-10 Webb. Henry bringing it down the floor. Gormley giving him some space. Left side Anderson. To the top of the key and Harrison. Chris Cox had it on the right side. Back to Henry. Anderson now on the right side to Henry. Henry drives in the lane, spins, gets it to Chris Cox. 3 seconds on Ryan Henry. And you see Coach Hutchins over there for Catholic nodding his head, knowing that's exactly what happened as Ryan Henry drove into the lane and just had nowhere to go. Austin Cox bringing it down for the Spartans. Pass to Jenkins intercepted, but Jenkins gets it back. Justin Jenkins goes up. There's a foul, but I believe it's called on the floor. Foul was on number 24, Joey Cook.
A little surprised it wasn't a shooting foul.
Jenkins gets it into Neighbors. Austin Cox has it now. Neighbors left side. Jenkins on the right. Burton Sampson, far baseline. Three-pointer is no good. Justin Jenkins bats it out, and it goes off the head of Joey Cook.
You don't see that type of pass every day.
Chris Cox of Catholic has it now. Hands it off to Jordan Anderson. Anderson to Henry, three, no good. Rebound. Looked like Neighbors had it, but Cox ends up with it for Catholic, and he goes up, will be fouled. So Chris Cox goes to the line for two.
And the last thing Webb needs right now is get Chris Cox going. He terrorized the Spartans when they were on the road at Catholic.
Definitely did. Dropped 29. The first free throw is no good. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Burton Simpson. Austin Cox has it. Left side. Top the key, Jenkins. Right side to Neighbors. Down low, Sampson. Top the key. Cox drives left baseline. Gets it out. Sampson gets it. Floater. Good. And one.
Big play by Simpson. That's his 8th point. Still second quarter, and it's senior day, and he's having a good senior day so far.
And they're actually going to call it on the floor. So Burton Sampson does not get the points there. Inbound to Gormley, to Sampson. Thought about the three, drives in, kicks it back out to Gormley. Logan Irwin has now checked in the game for Chris Cox. Burton Sampson, no good on the floater. Rebound by Gormley. Gormley goes up, gets fouled. And that's exactly what Coach Norris was looking for.
Both teams have been playing very physical offense tonight.
That's a good hustle play by Gormley. He's going to get to go to the free throw line.
Gormley's first free throw is no good. 14-10, Webb leads, 4:42 left in the half. As number 13, Austin Rhodes checks in for Ostrowski. Gormley's second free throw is good. As Willoughby checks in for Sampson. There's Anderson. Trying to get it in. Anderson picks up his dribble and he gets traveling violation called. As Sampson enters the game for Cox. 4:40 left in the half, 15-10 Webb. Jenkins will inbound under his own basket for the Spartans. Gets it into Neighbors. Neighbors on the right side. Swings it across to Jenkins. Down low to Willoughby. Jenkins for three. Buried it!
That's his second three-point shot of the night. He's doing great tonight.
Webb's getting their offense from beyond the arc.
Henry has it. He's getting trapped. Justin Jenkins bats it out of bounds. Almost a clean pick with no one ahead of the basket for him.
Almost looked like Jenkins is going to have another dunk like he did in the game on the road.
Justin Jenkins had a dunk on the road. And Chris Zion, the freshman, enters the game Chris Cox has it, gives it to Henry. Anderson has it on the left wing. Now to Irwin up top. Henry on the right side. Drives left. Stuck at the top of the paint. Almost picked up his pivot foot. Chris Cox has it. And he gets it to 14 Harrison. Cox left side drives, goes up, no good. Rebound Willoughby. And gonna be Catholic basketball.
Called travel on Willoughby. I see how you could call that, but I wasn't entirely sure. Not sure if he really moved the pivot foot before he got the ball away, but they called it anyway.
Yeah, the Webb student section wasn't happy about that call either.
Loud boos.
Henry on the left wing, excuse me. Guarded by Gormley. Sampson steals it away. It's him against Cox. Sampson goes up, no good. Gormley goes up, good.
Great follow by Gormley.
Yeah, that was a great second effort there by Kevin Gormley.
As Henry has it. Goes for the three, nailed it. Ryan Henry. And Catholic wants a timeout. 20-13, Webb leads with 3 minutes left in the half. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Support for Webb and the WOW Network comes from University General Surgeons, Drs. Anderson, Daly, Nicholas, Taylor, Smith, Curick, and Tucker, specializing in routine and complex surgical cases at the UT Medical Center.
Welcome back, folks. 2:58 left in the half. 20-13. Webb leads it. And, folks, at the half, I have a special interview with Phil Dangle, former owner of the Shrimp Dock, sponsor the WOW Network, father of Boomer Dangle. Boomer, I hope you're listening. Austin Cox buries the shot from the right elbow. 22-13. Chris Cox has it. Henry has it, gets it to Anderson, left wing, Irwin. As Henry is to Cook. Right wing to Anderson, now back to Henry at the top of the key. Anderson puts up the three. Money. Jordan Anderson, three-pointer.
You hardly ever see this many threes in a high school game.
Austin Cox to Kevin Gormley, back out to Cox. You set up the offense and go to work. Gets a screen from Willoughby. And gives it to Sampson. Sampson down the lane, up, no good.
Tough shot.
Henry has it. He gets it to Anderson. Anderson, deep three. And airballed that one.
That was an air ball, as you can hear from the crowd. Absolutely nothing. Not sure that was the best shot to take if you're Catholic.
Yeah, both student sections are full of intensity right now.
They're going at it right now. It's like the players are on the basketball court.
Austin Cox has it. It's to Burton Sampson. Cox fakes, shoots, no good. Follows his shot, not able to get the rebound on the floor. Foul on Justin Jenkins. And it'll be Catholic basketball.
Foul number 3, Justin Jenkins, his first team third.
Ryan Henry bringing it down the floor for the Irish. Crosses the timeline. And picked up by Gormley. Cook on the right wing. Anderson. Now Chris Cox. Drives baseline. Jordan Anderson for three. No good. Rebounded by Irwin. Now to Henry for three. No good. Tipped up in the air. Justin Jenkins comes down with it. Austin Cox has it. Down low to Willoughby. Out to Sampson in the corner for three. No good. Burton Sampson gets fouled in the corner. He'll go to the line to shoot three.
Burton Sampson, a good free throw shooter. And that's fouls on Chris Cox. He's really been a non-factor in this game after having terrorized the Spartans in the first game. They've really shut him down tonight.
Chris Cox did not agree with that call. Burton Sampson makes the first. 9.3 seconds left in the half. And folks, at the half, I'll be joined by Phil Dangle, Webb legend. Burton makes the second. Zion subbed into the game for Jenkins. Sampson hits all three. 25-16, Webb up by 9. Ryan Henry has it, 5 seconds in the half. Puts up the three, no good. Austin Cox puts it up, but with no time left. And that'll take us to the locker room. Webb up 25-16, up by 9. Folks, when we come back, I'll be sitting down with Phil Dangle to have a little chat. Webb leads it 25-16. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the Wild Network. Welcome back at the half, folks. Mayan Patel joined by Webb legend Phil Dangle as the Spartans lead the Fighting Irish 25-16 at the half. Mr. Dangle, glad to have you with us. How's it feel being back in the atmosphere of rivalry game?
Especially when they're great, especially when they're winning and playing so very well.
Definitely. And, owner of the Shrimp Dock, sponsor of the WOW Network. How's everything going over there? Is it doing well?
Everything's going great. Thank you.
Awesome. And, Boomer, former member of the WOW Network. Boomer, we hope you're watching. This is your dad's gold here.
Boomer's watching.
And he was a big part of the WOW Network, and we're glad to see that he's pursuing that broadcasting at Syracuse. How's he doing at Syracuse?
He loves it. He wrote the first semester for the Daily Orange, which is the school newspaper, and this semester he's taking a couple of broadcasting courses. He's dealing with the weather. He's had some -5-degree days. Today I think was in the 40s, so he was pretty happy. And he loves it. He loves Syracuse. He loves the basketball atmosphere. He wishes he were here tonight, but he's happy.
That's great to hear. And Mr. Dangle, I've got to ask you, what do you think of this game?
I think that they've kept 44 out of the scoring column, and that's the key. They've done a great job defensively on 44, and if they can do that the second half, they're going to win. They're making them take very long shots, most of which aren't dropping, so they look good. Webb looks very good tonight. Very good.
And, Boomer, former baseball player as well, and I know you're a big Red Sox fan. How do you think the season's going to go? How's it looking?
I think it's going to be ugly. I think it's going to be very ugly this year. This is a rebuilding year, I hope, for us, and I think it's going to be a long season.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the end. And, how about the student section coming out in all white? Big part of this game.
Students are really up for the game. They seem to be very much enjoying it, making fun of Catholic, which is good for all of us. And as long as they keep winning, everybody's happy. Burton's playing a great game, and so is Jenkins. Jenkins is terrific. He's really a good ball player.
Definitely both of those guys, impact players to watch out for. And like you said, number 44, Chris Cox, really didn't see his presence on the floor. And you heard it here, folks. If we can keep it like that in the second half, we'll win this ball game. Mr. Dangle, we'd like to thank you so much for your time and for coming back.
Boomer, go to the library and start studying.
Thank you, Mr. Dangle. Mike Patel back here with another great member of the Webb community. Kelly Vitito, lone senior on the basketball team, had a heck of a season and a heck of a career playing for Webb here. And Kelly, what do you have with you?
I have a sign with my face on it that my friends made for me.
That's awesome. We saw that waving in the crowd during the game. And how's it been playing here at Webb under Coach Collier?
It's been really tough. It hasn't always been easy. But Coach Clark's a great coach, and I've had some great teammates, and I wouldn't trade my experience for anything.
And, I've got to ask you about it. The game winner at Ezel Harding at the buzzer. I mean, if you guys didn't see it, but it was quite a shot, probably from about where we are standing on the floor. And just what was going through your mind when that happened?
Well, I knew how much time was left in the game, and at first I was trying to get Katie a shot, but then she got double teamed, so I just stepped back and looked for the pass from Katie, and then when I got the ball, I knew how to shoot it, so I shot it.
Going to Duke next year, big accomplishment in itself. Are you excited? Are you nervous? What are you thinking?
I'm definitely excited. It's a great school. It's always been my dream school. I'm kind of a little bit nervous, but I'm more excited, so I'm really ready for next year.
That's great to hear. Wish you luck at Duke. And, the boys doing a pretty good job, 25-16. They're up 9. What do you make of the first half?
They had a great first half. The first 2 minutes of the third quarter are really important, so hopefully they do a good job coming out.
Well, folks, there you have it. Kelly Vitito, thank you for your time. Great job this year, and keep it up.
Thank you.
And we're back, folks, at the half. 25-16. Webb leads Catholic. What'd you think of the first half, Will?
Well, to be honest, I was kind of surprised. And I think so was the Catholic team. Webb came out with such intensity and really dominated the first quarter and most of the second quarter.
Definitely, as Jordan Anderson is set to inbound for the Irish. We'd like to welcome Sancho Woodhowen, the third member of our broadcast crew. As it's Henry to Ostrowski. Ostrowski inside to Cox. Bounces back
mic
out.
Up. I can't hear him. I can't hear mine.
There's going to be a turnover and Webb ball. Austin Cox has it. Waiting on the play call from Coach Norris. Neighbors on the right wing. 30 cents, and now Brandon Neighbors. Inside to Cox, puts it up. No good. Rebound Sampson. Putback is good. Burton Sampson.
That was a great second effort by the senior on senior night.
Chris Cox has it. Gets it taken away from him. Brandon Neighbors on the floor fighting for it. And you see Burton giving him a high five there for that effort and aggressiveness going after him.
Brandon and Burton have really been giving it all on this very special night for them.
Henry has it. Gets it to Cook. Cook on the left side to Anderson. Now Strauss. Joey Cook for three. No good. Rebound Sampson.
Not a good offensive possession there for Catholic. It was just a bunch of aimless moving around the perimeter, then a three.
Austin Cox also having a heck of a night. He gets it in there, and Catholic's wanting a timeout. They finally get it.
Austin Cox has 9 points on the day with that lay, but that was a fantastic drive. Terrific court vision there to see the opening.
It really was. Coach Hutchins wasn't happy with that last score.
As Webb leads by 13, 29-16, 6:27 left in the third quarter.
Tonight, really, I've been impressed with Webb's defense as they've been really, the last game at Catholic, they were not able to shut down, Cox and Catholic's post players, but they've really made the right adjustments and done a terrific job here tonight.
And tonight, Last time at Catholic, Chris Cox, number 44, had 29 points, and tonight he's being held to close to nothing.
I think Coach Norris has made some great changes in the defense, and they're really paying off.
Definitely has. And Webb breaks its huddle. And Jordan Anderson will be inbounding for the Spartans. Spartans coming with a 2-2-1 press. Henry has it. To Ostrowski. Back to Henry, back to Ostrowski, trying to break the press. Get it into Anderson. Anderson to Cox. Cox out to Cook. Henry for three, no good. Long rebound, Anderson. Anderson goes up, gives it to Chris Cox. Chris Cox in the paint, taken away from him, gets it out to Cook.
Help, AC!
And we're gonna have a walk on Ryan Henry. Webb basketball.
That's not what you wanted if you're Catholic.
No, I mean, not at all. I mean, the offensive philosophy seemed to change big time since the last time these two teams played. You know, that time the first shot was a three, and there was literally no inside penetration. You know, that's the exact opposite of what worked for Catholic last time. And I think they're going to have to get back to that if they want to come back.
Burton Sampson goes to work down low on Chris Cox, and he just goes, powers over him. Burton Sampson, another 2 points.
Textbook fadeaway, turnaround fadeaway jumper right there.
Ryan Henry has it, calls for help, and foul.
Webb there a little just too excited on that trap play. They've been going with the full court press all night, and I think it's really, you know, rustled, you know, Catholic's offense a lot there. They don't know what to do with it.
Anderson inbound, gets it into Henry. Henry is taken away from him, back to Anderson, now Cook with it. Back to Henry and gives it to Chris Cox. Cox tries left, spins right, and a lot of people wanting an up and down call there, but shot's no good. Kevin Gormley with it. Gets to Austin Cox, thought about the three, decides to go in. Goes up, gets the foul, but basket doesn't fall. Austin Cox will be going to line to shoot too.
Austin Cox had a terrific night here on the offensive side of the ball for Webb.
Austin Cox, first free throw, rattles out. Second one falls. 32-16, Webb up by 16. Anderson has it, gets it ahead to Ostrowski. In the corner, Cook. It's good, long two.
No, they give it a three now.
Gave him a three.
That was a great shot. He was unguarded, and he just made the shot.
Austin Cox once again.
Webb, I think, is doing a great job of dictating tempo, and that's something that Coach Norris said, you know, in his interview with us earlier tonight, that they really wanted to play quick and dictate the tempo, and they've definitely succeeded.
As Catholic likes to play it slow. Two conflicting tempos, and
a track race definitely favors Webb a lot more than Catholic, and I think the scoreboard is indicative of the tempo here tonight.
As Burton will take a breather. Jenkins to inbound. Gets it into Cox. Cox gives it to Neighbors. Neighbors guarded by Ostrowski. Jenkins down low. Oh, monster block by Chris Cox.
That was a hard defensive play there by Chris Cox. He was not having any of that. Justin Jenkins saying to Coach Norris, that was not on me.
Jenkins has it. And we have to whistle on Joey Cook.
Foul number 24, Joey Cook, his 13th second.
That's his third foul. He's Catholic's really good three-point shooter.
Cox has it in the backcourt. Jumps it off to Gormley. Nails the jumper from the elbow.
Terrific, just using the pick and roll very nicely there for Webb. It's, flashing on the high post and putting a jumper in.
Ostrowski gives it to Cox. Connor Ostrowski has it. Goes left side, kicks out to Joey Cook. Airball the three-pointer. Jordan Anderson gets it, and he's going to get whistle. There's going to be a foul on the play where Jordan Anderson goes to the line for two.
Foul number 33, Willoughby, his second, team second.
Jordan Anderson misses the first free throw. Sampson checks in for Jenkins.
Catholic really needs to make more free throws there, and they could really use every point they can get right now.
Second free throw is also no good. Rebounded by Willoughby. Willoughby to Cox. Cox ahead to Gormley. Gormley's left is no good. Sampson goes up for it. And he is fouled by Chris Cox.
Foul number 44, Chris Cox, his second and third.
That's Chris Cox's second foul.
Webb has done a great job of shutting him down tonight.
Oscar Cox in down under his own basket. It's here to Gormley. Gormley to Sampson. Three minutes left in the third. 36-19 Webb. Sampson goes up, floater, foul, goes to the line to shoot one.
Burton, the terrific, head fake to start the drive, and then he just really went straight to the hole. He would not be denied that time.
Webb's lead goes to 19, and Liam Willoughby gingerly coming off the court. Looks to be okay though.
Burton Sampson really making the most of senior night here. It's his last chance.
Throw.
They're still, even with a 19-point lead, they're still using the full court press.
Chris Cox lays it in off the glass.
That was a good move by Chris Cox there. He took advantage of the situation.
And Sampson gets fouled yet again, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Burton Sampson here seems to be ready to put the team on his back. That's the second straight offensive possession. He's just went straight to the hole.
That's 4 on Chris Cox. Sampson hits the first. He is 5 of 5 from the line. That's number 14, Blaine Harrison, checks in for Chris Cox. So Sampson makes the second.
We call a dead ball foul on Webb, it looks like.
Kevin Gormley.
Kevin Gormley.
Ostrowski has it. Now Henry in the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Harrison. Harrison corner to Cook. Back to Harrison, now Henry. Henry top of the key, goes right side. Elbow, no good. Tipped out by Harrison. Jumper is good by Ostrowski. Austin Cox has it. Goes down the right side, up. Oh, no good, rimmed out.
Spartans really attacking the basket on offense every play. We've seen Austin Cox and Burton Sampson drive and really try to look for their shots.
Ostrowski's turnaround Jade, no good. Rebounded by Harrison. Harrison down low to Jordan Anderson. No good, but Anderson gets fouled. And
That's a good foul, I think. I think you don't want to let Catholic get an easy layup right now.
Number 13, Burton Sampson, his second team forward.
But you don't want Burton getting in foul trouble either.
Jordan Anderson, second free throw is up and good. Number 10, Logan Lacey checks into the game for Catholic. And he has it, gets it to Sampson.
Oh!
Great pass behind the back to
The fantastic no-looker behind the back pass by Burton Sampson and a fantastic assist to Austin Cox. Doesn't get much better than that. That is teamwork right there.
That was the definition of teamwork.
And Sampson was actually calling for the alley-oop from Austin Cox, but hey, I'll take that too. 2 points either way. Webb has extended its lead to 18.
If I'm Catholic right now, I'm trying to tell my guys not to worry about that and just play basketball. And the key thing I'm looking at right now is rebounds, both on the offense and defensive end. I think Webb's here they've really gotten the boards all first half, and I think if Catholic wants to come back, they're going to really have to fix their rebounding problem.
And for Webb, they can't afford to let up. They got to keep up this high-paced intensity and just keep it up for the rest of the game.
Even with an 18-point lead, Coach Norris is still calling for a full-court press. I think this is their defense right now. They saw the zone didn't work at Catholic, and they gone to the press, and it's been effective.
Anderson goes up, gets fouled.
It's Webb's 15th team foul.
Foul on Burton Sampson. That's 3.
That's not good for Webb.
And I think Coach Norris, telling Burton not to watch his fouls and not foul out.
As Anderson misses the first.
Coach Norris telling Burton not to take any charges.
Anderson makes the second. Lacey and Harrison back in the game for Catholic. Jenkins gives it to Sampson. Sampson thought about the shot and then hands it off to Neighbors. No good. Finger roll won't fall. Rebounded by Catholic. Lacey has it. It's to Anderson for 3. No good. That's going to be Webb basketball. Goes out of Mount Holland Catholic.
One thing I think we're seeing as the game progresses and, there's less and less time on the clock and Catholic's, deficit isn't dwindling. This is a team that likes a slower game, and as such, they're not really built to play from behind. I'm really interested to see what adjustments they make, to try to, cope with this.
Brandon Neighbors gives it to Sampson. Just a minute left in the third. 43-26 Webb. Austin Cox goes up. No good. And he gets whistled for the walk.
Traveling on Austin Cox. I think he took that third step.
Cox and Henry check back into the game for Catholic. Henry has it, gets to Ostrowski. Cook back to Henry. Henry drives in the lane. Ostrowski left side out to Anderson. Taken away by Jenkins, and Jenkins gets a hand to the face, and he's down.
I think he got elbowed to the face there by number 22, Jordan Anderson.
Yeah, that did not look like a clean hit.
Oh, not at all. I think he's saying it's his nose or his eyes.
as he comes straight to the trainer.
Catholic still maintains possession.
Henry has it, gets it to Cook. Cook inside to Anderson. 15 seconds left. Zion with the rebound. 10 seconds left in the third. Cox has it, gets a screen from Willoughby. Pulls up, hits it. Austin Cox, 45-26.
Well, how many shots does Austin Cox hit tonight? He's absolutely on fire.
Chris Cox puts it up.
That's the end of the fourth here. Webb has a 45-26 lead over Catholic.
Going into the fourth quarter, here we go. 45-26, 19-point game. Webb leads big. And folks, it's the green man for Webb, and they go crazy over there in the student section.
Mine, when was the last time Webb beat Catholic in basketball?
Been a while.
Has been a while. I can't remember it.
There also appears to be a white man over there alongside the green man.
And everyone in the Webb student section is going crazy. Justin Jenkins back into the game, as well as Burton Sampson. Cox has it. In the corner. Gets a screen from Gormley. Gets it to Sampson. Sampson left wing Neighbors.
Just a little bit of miscommunication there between Kevin Gormley and Justin Jenkins. Webb can't afford to get complacent now, even with this big lead. There's still plenty of time in the fourth quarter, and you know Catholic's going to try to make a comeback.
Henry has it. To Anderson, top of the key. Right side, Henry. And Chris Cox. Strowski to Anderson. Thrown away by Justin Jenkins. He's got a breakaway. Slammed it home.
And he throws it down, Justin Jenkins. Boy, what a steal and slam.
That was amazing. That was icing on the cake of this Webb game.
Justin Jenkins knew it was going to happen as soon as he got that steal. There's Neighbors who gets it to Cox. Cox to Gormley who gets it to Sampson. Sampson goes up and in. Burton Sampson for two and the foul.
Well, Webb is not going to let this game go. They know they're almost there and they're fighting even harder now for it.
Webb up by 23. Sampson hits the free throw, 7 for 7 on the night. 50-26.
Webb now, they've fallen out of their full court press. They're going back to zone.
Gormley with a steal.
And it's a foot race.
To the hole, Kevin Gormley.
Fantastic one-on-one move there by Kevin Gormley to get the easy layup. Boy, these Spartans now are on fire.
Henry has it, gets it to Chris Cox, shoots the three, no good. Rebound, Justin Jenkins. Jenkins gets it to Cox. Cox takes it to the hoop and gets fouled. Austin Cox goes to the line to shoot two.
I think they're calling the foul on Jordan Anderson. The student section was chanting double it up, as in Webb has more than double the points of Catholic right now, 53-26.
When was the last time you saw that in Webb basketball?
It's been a while.
As Henry has it, gets to go to Strowski to Anderson. In the corner to Cook. Chris Cox has it, pulls up, nailed it. Into Austin Cox, pushing it down the floor, gets it to William Willoughby. Back to Cox, up and in, Austin Cox.
Wow, this time Webb is really dominating the paint right now this game. It's a complete 180 of what happened last time.
Austin Cox is playing such a great game tonight.
And here he is again, Austin Cox. Gives it to Neighbors. Neighbors inside to Sampson.
That would be Burton's 4th foul. The elbow there, that was not a smart play by Burton. He's got to be more careful now.
That's a foul on Burton Sampson.
Both Burton and Chris Cox have 4 fouls.
I think we're seeing less of Chris Cox in the paint now because of his 4th foul. Right now he's in the corner on the perimeter.
And Chris Cox goes up and gets fouled.
Number 3, bowling his third, team 7.
Hits the first. Second as well. Austin Cox bringing down the floor.
We're now moving the ball around on the perimeter a lot.
4.5 left in the game, 56-30. Webb leads.
We're looking for the shot now, a lot more patient.
This Gormley goes up, not able to hit.
26-point lead here for Webb. I think they're looking out to milk some clock with just about 4 minutes remaining.
Ostrowski has it. Shot is good. Justin Jenkins now.
Again, Justin Jenkins now just looking to dribble it out about 15 feet beyond the three-point line.
And Jenkins is going to get fouled. That's going to be a foul on number 24, Joey Cook. 56-32. Webb is up by 24.
Justin Jenkins now to shoot a 1-and-1 as Webb is in the single bonus.
That was Joey Cook's 4th foul.
Catholic has run out of fouls to give. Burton Sampsons and Brandon Neighbors sit on the bench.
As they get a standing ovation from everyone in the building.
They really deserve it.
They've been
such great leadership as seniors.
Oh, they've been fantastic tonight and every game they've played.
Jenkins hits the first. And the second. Dan Carlson with the ball. To Blaine Harrison, down to Logan Irwin. Irwin with the shot. It's no good. Rebound by Harrison. Now a foul on the play.
Frank Romano and Cole Sams set to check in. I think for those of us that were here on Friday, we saw the crowd effect that Cole Sams brought into that game.
They were really excited for him.
That's the free throw is no good by Harrison. Out of bounds, 3:24 left in the game. Webb up by 26. Catholic moving around the perimeter. Harrison has it, gets to Carlson.
Catholic still playing their slow ball. That's how their offense works.
Zion has it, gets it to Gormley. Over to Romano. Romano pulls up. No good.
Foul number 1, Dan Carlson. His first team foul.
Chris Zion will go to the line to shoot. 1-1. Makes the first.
It's good to see the freshman get on the board.
Makes the second as well. Number 13, Rhodes. Harrison and Carlson now. To Lacey. Lacey drives in the lane, is swatted away by Dean Mignard.
Fantastic heads-up play by Dean Minnie to turn around and swat the ball and help defense.
And then to say Cole Sam stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Catholic basketball. There's Irwin goes up, no good. Rhodes gets it in. And it goes out of bounds on Mignard. Cole Sams with the big rebound. Romano gets it to Zion. Zion gets a screen from Mignard. Gets it to Gormley. Mignard gets it back. Drives baseline. Up, no good. Sams goes up. He gets fouled.
Cole Sams, a bit of a crowd favorite.
Foul number 10, Logan Lacey, his first team number 10.
Cole Sams goes to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Hits the second.
Cole Sams, 1 of 2 on free throws for the night.
The team's going crazy for Cole.
Reminds me a little bit of Brian Scalabrine and the effect he had on teams in the NBA.
As there is Lacey. Down low to Irwin. Now Rhodes with the baseline jumpers, no good. Rebounded by Sams. Sams lost it. And now it'll be a foul on the play. On Dean Mignard.
61-32, Webb leads with 1:12 remaining.
Up by 29 at this point. Misses the first. Rebounded by Irwin. Irwin goes up, no good. Rebound by Romano. A minute left in this contest, and folks, it has been all Spartan.
From the beginning, when Webb made their first 4 3-pointers to the end.
Here's Zion. Zion gets it to Mignard. He goes up, no good. Now Gormley goes up and hits it.
Gormley took full advantage of that situation and got the basket. Did a good job there.
Webb leads by 31.
And there's Logan Lacey who hits a 2.
Only 20 or so seconds left in the game.
And it looks like, doesn't look like the Spartans might not take a shot. Ten seconds. And folks,
that'll do it.
That'll do it. The Spartans win by 29. Complete opposite of what happened at Catholic. This time Chris Cox is shut down and Webb wins 63 to 34. Wow, Will, what'd you think of that game?
Well, what an exciting game. It feels good to see the seniors get a great win on senior night, especially over Catholic, our biggest rival. It feels really good. It's the first time many of the underclassmen have been in a victory over Catholic.
As the student body swarms the court around the team. Guys, it doesn't get much better than this if you're a basketball player. Todd Kelly coming over to congratulate Justin Jenkins on a heck of a game and the dunk. As you see it on the camera right now, you see the scene on the court, and all you can really say is, wow. Quite a game it was. Ball Webb straight from the opening kick. Guys, there's not really much you can say about a ball game like this. I mean, Webb got dominated. Bert Sampson, Brent Davis, big seniors. I mean, great way to end the regular season, but they've got an even bigger thing coming up starting Friday, district tournament. Folks, we hope to see you there. Games start Friday at 3:30, being covered on the WOW Network. Once again, your final score, Webb 63, Catholic 34. For Sandra Woodhowen, Will Lawver, our tech crew, everyone that helped out tonight, I'm Mike Patel. So long.